Okey-dokey. Hello, hello, hello. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Q and A to see what you have to say. Hola. Talk to me. What's going on? I come on early for those of you who don't know, just so we can chit chat and have a question of the day. Or you can ask me any questions. Ask me anything. I might not answer you, but ask me anything. Okay, nobody's on the Q&A. Fine. Hi, Sharon. You know, they say that there are storms expected. I'll have to look. Earlier today, my daughter said it was raining where she was, which was about 20 minutes from where I am. So I have not experienced that, but I think I heard some rumbling. How about you? How about you? Because I understand it's quite hot where you are. We have a chance of rain almost every day for the next week, but I think that might be just chance, you know? Hi, Tracy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Greetings. Too hot. I know they say it's going to cool things off, so okay. And it was too hot to go to the pool. I thought about it and I said, oh, let me go, let me go. No, it's only May before our pool is 24/7, 365, as they say. Okay, who else is on? Join us on the Q&A. Ask me anything, and I will have a question for the day shortly. Wow, that's scary, Sharon. What are we going to do about that? Ask them to fix that, please. Hi, Alexa. Alexa. Sharon, you must fix that. You must, you must. Okay, well, you have no questions for me, only that I've been in the business for all my life. I will have questions. I've been teaching this for half my life. I will have a question for you. Name a role, just one for today, for now. Okay, but oh gosh, I hate to have to keep on the air conditioner. It always scares me what the electric bill is going to be. You never know, right? It's like $400. What? So dress for the hot weather, totally. It's just, oh, it scares me. And when it's really hot and really cold, because you don't know. I know some people get those, always pay the same thing all the time. I'm like, I want to do that, but I know some people do. All right, question for today. What role would you like to play? Just one. Past or present? Fixed. You go with fixed? I'll think about it. I'll see how this summer goes, Tracy. Yeah. I'll see how it goes, Tracy. I might do the fixed bill. I don't know. I don't know what they're predicting, what kind of summer we're going to have, but everybody was kind of hot today. Oh, your speaker's fixed. Oh, I thought you were talking about a fixed heating bill. Okay, listen, on to the business. Hi, Freya. Welcome back. Oh, okay. Freya can't stay, but I'm excited that your granddaughter is in a concert. What is she doing in the concert? Is she singing, dancing? Okay, we're going to narrow it down, Steve. We say a comedy, but I want a role. I want, okay, and I want, and Sharon, you said on a clear day, okay. I want the character in the movie that or TV show that you want to play. In terms of applying for casting through singing, that's wonderful, Freya. Enjoy. We all wish your granddaughter well. I bet she's fantastic. In terms of applying for casting through 99, I don't know agency business. I know, but there are folks who are really good at that, and that's their job. And I'm really good at teaching. So that's what I do. So I don't know. I don't want to give you the wrong advice. How great to see you, Steve. Okay, come on, Steve. I want to know a role from a movie or a TV show that you want to play. Daisy Gamble on One Fine Day. Okay, I got you. There we go. Thank you, Sharon. We're narrowing it down. If you're just joining us, we are on the Q&A. The question for today is, what role would you like to play in what movie? And do you have your water? Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire's ex-wife, Tracy. Oh, that's a good one. That would be fun. Interesting how you picked that. Okay. I'll think of you next time I see it. Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs. Okay, Michael. Aha. Clarice, Clarice. Heck, you could do one of those for your monologue, I think, right? You can do a line from that. Those are Tulsa King. I know. What's that other one that just came out? It's like Tulsa King. Um, it's called Dutton Place. Anything? Oh, you know what? We've been watching a lot of Jason Statham. I know, right? We've been watching Dutton Ranch. That's what it is. Dutton Ranch. Yeah, I might have to watch that. We watch a lot of. Give me a Jason Statham role. Dutton Ranch. Have you guys seen Dutton Ranch yet? And I haven't seen it, but the promos look. I was like, okay. Remember that TV show from a long time ago called Dallas or something like? Was it Dallas? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's how they picked this. Yeah, Landman with Billy Bob. Billy Bob Thornton. I interviewed him before. Yeah, he's interesting. He's a intense character. Nicely intense. Focus, let's say that. Knots Landing. That was the name of the other one. Dutton Ranch is excellent. Okay, I might have to binge watch that. Well, welcome back, Leslie. I'm actually teaching tomorrow. I'm substitute teaching tomorrow, so I will see you 2 days in a row. Hi, Kai. I always have to say that. If you're just joining us, we are on the Q&A. Hi, Jeremy. We're not officially starting yet. We don't officially start until 7. I always come on 15 minutes early if you ever see my name on. Even if I'm substituting for somebody like tomorrow, I always come on 15 minutes early so we can talk. You have any questions? But our question for today, sometimes we kind of like a radio show. Our question for today is a role in a movie that you would like to play. So welcome, Jerry. Oh, it doesn't have to, you don't have to be picky. I'm just saying this with like you see a role and you think, oh, I'd like to play that. I'd like to play that. Oh, okay. So they didn't release it as a batch. Do I love it? What? Do I love what? I haven't seen Dutton Ranch yet. I haven't seen it. If that's what the question is. I want them to release some more. Just so you can oh, substituting. Oh, I don't mind substituting. I like doing lots of different classes. I love teaching. I love teaching these classes. So give me anything. I used to even teach print modeling for years. So let me see. I don't know if I told Justin that. I was like, I know how to do print modeling. I got lots of classes on print modeling. Bones. You want to be in Bones? That would be interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I love substituting. I love teaching. I love what I do. Helen Mirren. It's in Victoria, as in red and red too. Interesting. Well, you might look, we're talking about characters we'd like to play in certain movies, certain characters. Feel free to, you have to dig deep now. You're going to have to dig deep, but you'll be able to find some movie lines from that if you want to glean something out of that for a monologue. You'll also be able to sometimes listen when you're watching a movie, stop, press record for that spot with either on your television or with an iPad or with your cell phone and record it and then transcribe it and make that your monologue just to play with it. But I want a specific character, Kai, a specific character that you've seen. Pirates of the Caribbean. Now that would be fun. We're not going to be able to hear you until they open up your mics later. This is webinar style. Tomorrow's meeting style, I'll see your face and everything. Here, I don't. That's why we get on the Q&A as well, Jeremy. So tomorrow depends on which setup they have. So I will hear you later when you have a chance to participate and I open up individual mics. No, I don't see you. I will not see you today, but I will hear you later. Hi, Guy. Welcome. So the question of the day, a specific character from a movie that you would like to play. I mean, this is something, I don't say silly, like, well, I don't know why this came to my head. Julia Roberts in, oh my goodness, what's the name of the movie? Oh, where she's fussing about the toxic stuff. What's the name of that movie? Okay, get more specific, Lex. I want to know a character. There you go. Steve Martin and the Jerk. There you go. Aaron Brockovich, thank you. That's a great role. I like that role. Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. There you go. We're getting specific. Yes, Aaron Brockovich. I've seen some copy for a monologue. I guess I'll play with that too. That would be great. Right, Carrie? Yep. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we are on the Q&A. We're going to officially start class in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, my friends. But in the meantime, question of the day. What character would you like? There you go. Wesley Snipes and Blade. Okay. Look for the monologue. Get a monologue from it. How about that? You don't have to, but I'm just saying it's something you could do. Tomorrow's class is the same time. It starts at 7 and I'll log on at 6:45 and we will chit chat and I will get to see your faces. Ooh, okay, so there's tomorrow. So it starts at 7, but I will log on at 6:45. I promise. And we'll see your face in the place tomorrow. Elizabeth Swan. There you go. Okay, class officially starts in 2 minutes. You're just joining us. We're on the Q&A, and then we will start. We're doing improv today. We're going to have fun. 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 Get your water if you need. I know. I was going to say Pretty Woman as well. Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. What other movie was she was with Richard Gere? Offhand, I don't remember. Tell me. A comical version of the Terminator. Now, that would be fun. Ha ha ha. We were supposed to pick something for tonight? No. No, but for scenes tomorrow, go on to the link that Maria always has for you guys and pick one of those and get a scene partner. I understand sometimes you guys get scene partners. If you have somebody that you team up with, or I'll have some scenes for you too. I know Queen Latifah in the last holiday. I picked several from there. And then there's that movie called Hello, Vanessa. Vanessa says hello to everyone. And also the movie The Holiday, Kate Winslet. Oh my goodness, she has great. Look for that one too. We're officially starting. It is officially 7 o'clock, but I know there will be some stragglers, so that's all right. Runaway Bride. Oh, that one. Yes. Angelina Rose says good evening to everyone. We're not officially doing the chat, so you can chat for a second right now, but at 7 o'clock we're starting, so no more chat. Uh, Five emotions of really. Not today. If there's time after the assignment, you can do that, Joe. You can do that. You guys can Zoom between you. So it's not sanctioned through 9/9, but you guys can do that, whatever. We'll have time. Lay off the chat right now. How about that? Lay off the chat now. We have time at the end of the class. You guys can get on the chat and you can team up for tomorrow's class. How about that? But for now, lay off the chat because I don't want side conversations going when we're doing other things. Deal, deal. But I'll try to end class early so that you guys can do chat and team up if you want to combine for scenes tomorrow. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, fine. And Carrie says hi to everybody. So lay off the chat now, and then we'll have enough time later um, for you guys to do that. Deal, deal? Okay. All right, let's get the improv going, and then we will start early, and you guys can figure out what you're doing tomorrow for scenes. Because we're going to do that. We're going to do it the way that Maria does it. I'll have some backup stuff, but we will do that since you guys are used to that as well. All right. All right. Cool. 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 Uh, where are we? Where are we? Why are we doing this? Why is it sharing like that? What happened? Okay. It was messing up yesterday too, wasn't it? Last time. Improv and share. Here we go. Okay. Good. We got it. There we go. Cool. Cool. Okay. Cool, cool. Welcome, welcome. Hello, how are you? We're doing improv today. And reminder, this is classes for adults 16 and over. If you're not 16 and over, see ya, deuces, adios. And it also means keep it clean. We're talking PG, baby. Totally PG. All right. No curse words, no weird languages. Especially, I'm really emphasizing this is with improving. All right, so no slipping or anything like that. I mean, you gotta think if you're used to doing broadcast too, or you're doing live stage, if it's not part of that, there's a lot of live situations, and you got to keep it PG. So I'm not asking you anything extraordinary. I've done my entire career PG. Can you believe it? Even in social settings, I'm PG just because I don't want to say anything wrong in the wrong setting. Again, my name is Lauren Hudson, laurenhudson.com. Yes, that's me in a noon, but I never had black hair. Okay, take screenshots of anything you want. Feel free to email me. I will do my best to get back to you. And you can also sign up for my newsletter that's going to go back in effect after Memorial Day. So we're having election season around here. We had one election on Tuesday and another runoff. So if I don't answer you, email me again, please. I got my email box is so crowded. And we can follow each other on social media. Lauren Hudson Happy. Follow me, I'll follow you, and we will follow each other. Areas of expertise, speaking, media acting, voice acting, on camera, hosting, image and branding, and messaging. I say that to say I also do private coaching. If you'd like to do it, I do it for a very low rate. And also, if you have some ideas for some classes that you want, I've booked a lot of my classes for the summer. However, I have a few slots open if you have some classes that you would want. Oh, that's just one of my books. So take notes. We're going to go over it real quick, but you always want to take notes when you're in class. Sometimes I say something absolutely magnificent, and I always have some sort of a tidbit. But I think I mentioned before, get your notebook. I mean, if you haven't been doing it, get you some sort of notebook. Write down if you're in the business, this is how you're learning. I'm telling you, I've interviewed a lot of people who do really, really well in the business, and they say they study. You heard of studying your craft? You want to study your craft. Don't think, oh, this is just a 9-9 webinar. Okay, one day I'll hit it big. There are steps to take. Sometimes these steps are helpful to hitting the thing about that. What is improv? I'm going to go over just a general definition. The art or act of improvising or of composing, uttering, executing, or arranging anything without previous preparation. However, there are ways to train yourself where your quick on the spot preparation goes real well, real fast. So when your brain has to work in 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or whatever, boom, boom, some of these tips I'm going to give you will help you, boom, boom, work on it real fast. So know that it's not just totally winging it. I mean, in general, you're kind of sort of winging it, but I'm giving you some tips that will help you wing it well. How about that? For example, I mean, 1, 2, 3, bam. Think of who you are, where you are, and what the tone is. What's the person that you're presenting? Become that person. What's the situation? I mean, you want to be able to see it, smell it, touch it, taste it, and all that kind of. You are there. You know that couch is red. You know that wall is blue. You know there are cars over here. You are in that situation that fast. That fast. Not just totally making things out of your head. Your character, your person, and your environment are really going to help to improv. And also the tone. Improv doesn't always have to be funny. It doesn't always have to be comedy whatsoever. Not the way I do it. You're improving overall, and this is going to help you in your acting every day. Listen, I used to do improv training for doctors, army generals, I mean, IT technicians. It just helps your brain think on the spot. And of course, multitudes of actors. So it's really good training. So don't think, I'm not going to be doing improv comedy. We're talking far beyond improv comedy. Okay, some other quick tips. Be natural. When you're acting, don't think, okay, I'm going to be this. Become it. Be natural. Be thoroughly in the moment. You don't necessarily have to think advance. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's going to come. Oftentimes, the more in the moment you are, it's going to help you develop what you're going to do next. It really is. And be specific. Be specific. Go with the the sound was excruciating, the taste was awful, it tasted like dead chicken or whatever, or it's like spoiled eggs. Something specific is really going to help you and be in the moment. And it's going to help the audience feel they're part of what you're doing. All right, we're pausing for the cause real quick. I kind of ran through that a little bit, but each one was important. So, pausing for a second, do you have any questions about what I just went through in terms of tips? And I'll tell you what you're going to be doing in a second. You're going to make it up, but I'm going to give you prompts. So I'm just pausing. If anybody has any questions, get on the Q&A right now. Cool. So I'm the world's most fantastic explainer. For that, perhaps you're just very, very super smart people, or both. Ha. Okay, so one more technique. Let's say I give you a prompt, a scenario situation. Example, what if it were the epic commute? And I might say, no problem, Mackie, you're good, thank you. Okay. So, for example, let's say the prompt is the epic commute. And I say, describe your epic commute today. car train, whatever. One way to help make it believable is for the first few seconds, it could be semi-normal. Semi-normal. It doesn't have to be. You can hinge on this. This is one way to do it. Start off. I mean, I was on the A train or whatever. I was walking down the street, blah, blah, blah. You'd be walking. It's a commute, though. I was in the car on the freeway, whatever. We were carpooling, whatever you want to say. And then introduce something wildly exaggerated. It doesn't have to be that wild. Doesn't have to be. I'm like saying, for example, and then you drag and block the freeway. But make it, if you start off semi halfway, maybe normal, and then maybe when the dragon comes, you can act like it was real, but not normal. And these are just possibilities. Please do not necessarily take these examples. I'm just giving you something to hinge on just for this one. But you can do your thing. There is no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. Have fun. Go for it. But practice some of the techniques that we just shared. So these are the scenarios that you can choose from. And I'm not going to, yes, I will. I will decide which one you get. How about that? I don't know. Let me see. Let me think. I might. I was originally going to have you just choose one. How about that? You guys can choose one. I won't assign it because I've narrowed it down. They're going to be, you're going to do tall tales. All right. You're going to create a tall tale. I was giving you 40 seconds. I give you 40 seconds because we don't have that much time left. I give you 40 seconds because some people would tend to go a minute. So I'm giving you 40 seconds. But look at these, take pictures. You can semi kind of think of what you would do. I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose which one you want to do. That. So if you're doing your expert, you can talk about some bizarre skill that you've mastered. I know how to teach. I teach dolphins how to do salsa. I mean, just act like it's normal, natural. Remember we said that? Or I play the coffee cups or something like this. It's a tall tale, but make it believable. It'd be a wild thing. I invented the it's kind of not a prompt to say I invented your talent. I'm an inventor. I invented the what's it called, water bottle or something. I have a new pen that writes invisible and just blow on it to erase it. Tall tale. I'm saying too much, but maybe I'm not because you guys won't have even better ideas. The grocery store story. You went to the grocery store and da da da. Okay. 40 seconds. Historical tale. Once upon a time, you can act like you're this character, this historic character. Or did you know my grandmother, she invented the biscuit. That's it, the biscuit. But make it believable. Okay. I think we've understood. It's 40 seconds. We're shooting for 40 seconds. We're going to have enough time. But we also said we're going to have some extra time at the end so you guys can do chat for the other thing. Okay, question. Don't tell me on the Q&A. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rhonda, that's terrible. I am so sorry. You were in a tornado situation. Oh, I bet that is traumatic. Oh, well, I'm impressed that you made it to class. I mean, I'm glad that you're safe. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Ugh. All right. But anyway, raise your hand if you have any questions. Did I ask if you have any questions yet? Okay, enough of that, but questions. Okay. And we'll go back to that. If you have any questions of how we're going to do this? Any questions? Get on the Q&A if you have any questions. And I'll stall for a second. What is your question then, Lex? I will open your mic. I'll go over that later. Okay. So let me go back over that. What I will do is you will. Okay. Let's go. Do is you're going to raise your hand. Look for the little tray at the bottom or how to raise your hand if you don't know how to raise your hand in the Zoom. If you have questions, Google, because everybody's computer is kind of different, but everybody's computer is kind of the same. You're going to raise your hand. I will call upon you. Be patient. We got a few other folks in the class. Don't get on the Q&A. So you haven't called me yet. Okay. Be patient. We'll get to you. No matter what, we'll get to you. And I'll open up your mic and I will tell you stand by and I will have them on the screen, your possible prompts. And I'll tell you stand by and action. And you'll go. Go for 40 seconds with your tall tale. And you can watch some other people do it in the meantime if that's going to help you. And when you're done, hand down and your mic closed. And see how other people do it too. But look at this, take a picture of this if you haven't done one of these classes before. And see how we do it. These will be the prompts. I will have it on the screen like I do now. Okay. But I just want to know if there are any other questions for the Q&A because I'm going to kind of shut it down because we need to concentrate on this. Okay. No more questions? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to seem like I'm ignoring you on the Q&A, but we want to like get into the groove of improv. Tall tales. Tall tales. Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Where's everybody's hand? Okay, here we go. Participants, hands raised. Attendees. All right. Kennard. Hello, hello. Open your mic,
Yeah, yeah, how
Kennard.
are you?
Oh, great. Welcome back. How are you?
Yeah, everything. I'm cool.
That's good. Okay, you don't have to tell me which one you're going to do. When I say action, since you're the first one, I'm explaining it extra so everybody else can understand. I'll say action, and you're going to come up with your tall tale for 40 seconds. All right?
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going to
Yeah,
say, I'm not going to, huh?
okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you after 40 seconds because you're a professional and you kind of know when 40 seconds should be done, right? If you
Oh,
guys
okay.
need to, you guys need to set your timer on your phone, set it up, whatever works for you. Okay, but I'm not going to stop you. You're going to feel your 40. I'm talking extra tonight since you're the first one.
Oh,
Stand
okay.
by,
Okay.
stand by, and action.
Yeah, hi, my name Ken Fresh, and I actually went to the grocery store and bought all the historical amenities of my upbringing, being raised by a slave. I get my cabbage and fry my cabbage just with grease. Uh, um I I make my mayonnaise and get my bread with mayonnaise and bananas. Uh make my syrup sandwich. Make my toasted sugar sandwiches. Um get my fire roasted peppers and put my sugar in it and vinegar. I got my I got a soda too named Star. That's it. That's all.
Okay, tell you what, I'm going to have you do it again. You don't have to combine any of these. It's almost like a funny thing happened to me at the grocery store, a crazy thing. All right. You're the first one. I usually get the first one 2 times, right? I usually do. So do it again if you're doing grocery store to have something surprising that happens at the grocery store. You don't have to necessarily take us home and make the sandwich already. You can do that later, but let's give us part of the prompt is tell us a story about something surprising that happens at the grocery store. Okay?
I got a question though. I have a historical tale, but it's about myself. It's not about a family member. It's about myself.
Well, we don't, this is called a tall tale, right? This
Oh,
is
okay,
something
okay,
that's, it's
okay.
not about you, it's not your story. So you either do the grocery store or you do a historical tale. Make a name up. It could be you, but make it up like it's somebody else. Okay?
Okay. I see what
So
you mean.
which one are you going to do? Grocery store or historical tale?
Um, I'm gonna do historical tale.
All right, just that. Don't combine them. Stand by and action.
And I got a wonderful tale to tell you about a person named Fraction who actually invented the large portfolio. It's a portfolio that's an artwork that was made out of Newports and aluminum foil from the Newports, actually, and turned it into a portfolio, a collage. Also, this brother actually invented his own music program, his own music program that actually programmed music on Apple Music. This guy is amazing. Um,
Okay,
um, that's it. That's all.
okay, okay. That became amazing. Okay, you got it. Okay, thank you for being first. Take a bow. Being first is not always easy, so thank you for playing along, as they say. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Lauren,
Hey, welcome back. Which one are you going to do?
the epic commute.
Okay, stand by, have fun, and action.
Yeah, so I just came off foot surgery, so now I have to go to work. And now, I can't really stand for a long time, but of course, today it seems like the entire planet is going on the same train to work. But I'm standing there begging for someone to get up, but nobody's moving until the very next stop where a giant rat just jumped on the train and everybody scattered. Now, I was too tired and my foot hurts too much for me to scatter. But as soon as everybody left, I got to see I've been begging for the whole time. And
Round of applause. Round of applause, because you carried us along and we were doing. Okay, round of applause. Take a bow. That was fantastic. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
you're
I love
welcome.
it. Hand down my clothes. Hand down my clothes. Hi, Rob. The power. Hi, Rob.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? We can hear you. Which one are you
Okay.
doing?
All right, I'm going to do the epic commute.
Okay, stand by and action.
All right, so I'm getting in my car. I'm going downtown Miami, and I'm hitting all kinds of traffic, and I'm running really, really late. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, out of nowhere, this gigantic hot air balloon came down right in front of my car, and the guy was so polite and hospitable in the hot air balloon that he offered me a ride over all the traffic to get to my destination on time. It was just miraculous that this thing happened. And I got on there, and let me tell you, I've never been on a hot air balloon, but I'm definitely going to do it again.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. You get a good tall tale. Like, oh, thank you for that entertainment. You took our minds just way off. So thank you. And it's almost believable. I was picturing the hot air balloon because you were getting specific, like we talked about. And then we pictured it. I love it. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Guess who's here? It's Sharon. Oops, I'm sorry. I opened the wrong one. Sharon, where are you? Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, good, good, good. Which one are you doing?
I'm doing the epic commute as well.
Yes, Miss New Yorker. Stand by and action.
Once upon a time, I was on my way to the subway, which is close to me on the corner. In front of me was a swarm of pigeons, eating, not moving, and looking up at me. I heard the train coming. As I moved closer to the entrance, they surrounded me, getting closer and closer. I was screaming for help. Everyone looked at me and laughed. I never made it. End scene.
Okay. Wow. It's kind of it's bizarre but believable. It's bizarre but believable. I like that. Oh, you all have great imaginations. It shall help you well in this craft. Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. Especially city pigeons, I'm telling you. I believe it. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Carrie, come talk to us.
Hello. In
Hello.
1943,
Put a stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by.
oh, sorry. Got a
Let's
little
get an
nervous.
action or something. At least get an action or something. Stand by. You don't even have to tell us what you're doing. Stand
Okay.
by and action.
In 1943, Nicholas Sambornia was drafted into World War II, details currently unknown to his family, but being but currently being researched by his great-granddaughter. He he hailed from Sambornia, Sicily, as Nicholas. Name was shortened to Nick Sanborn after as most immigrants at the time. After the war ended, he went on to help build the subways of New York City, as most Italian immigrants did at the time, then settled in Newcastle, Delaware.
I want you to do it again and do it almost like you're excited. Now, is this a true story? Are you reading from something or what?
True historical tale, and I'm reading from my notes.
Okay. Okay. Now that you have that, put the
Okay.
notes away. Put the notes away. This is
Okay.
improv. We're not reading from notes, okay? We're
Okay.
going to say, oh, there was this guy, my uncle. Let me tell you about my uncle. I just found out I discovered some stuff in an old box, okay? Let's
Okay.
get creative. Okay. Stand by, take it up, and
Okay.
action. Action.
Well, in 1940, did you know that in 1943, my great great grandfather literally hailed from Sambornia Island in Sicily, and he was drafted into the war, came over to the Americas basically because of the war. And at the time, it shortly ended in 1945. So at the time, the immigrants of that time, a lot of the Italian immigrants, they decided that they would take up work in the New York subways, and they helped build most of the New York subways at the time. After he was finished there, he traveled down to Delaware, where he actually decided to settle in Newcastle, Delaware, and built a family, where he actually gave birth to my father with my grandmother Mary, with a shortened name Nick Sanborn with no middle name, which is our family secret and why we can't find most of our records. We're Italian and Cherokee, and most of the records are buried.
Okay, okay, okay. A little long, but you see, it got better this time. You started making it interesting, almost like class is called Tall Tales. Like almost, you can have some of it, and it gives a little. It's a quote of true. It's kind of a true, but make it a little bit more exaggerated. Okay.
Okay.
Next, if we have time at the end, maybe we could do it again. But it got better. Your second time was much better.
Thank
Let
you.
it go. Have fun with it. Okay, thank you. Hand down my clothes. I saw Tracy around here somewhere. Where's my Tracy? Oh, she's not moving. We'll go with Kai. And then Michael, I think. Hi, Kai.
Hey, Miss Lauren.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm doing a grocery store one. Can I act like I'm talking to you on the phone for this one? That's the only way this is going to work.
Make it a tall tale. You know what a tall tale is? It's like
Yes, I do.
exaggeration. Good,
Yes, I
perfect.
do.
Stand by and action.
I'm glad you picked up. You'll never believe what just happened. So I went to the grocery store on my lunch break, for the convenience of self checkout and food stamps. That all went well. But I walked outside and I see Hulk and Abomination fighting. And out of all things in the parking lot, Hulk grabbed my car and smacks Abomination on top of the head. Now, how am I gonna get back to work? And how can I explain to the wife and kids that I don't got a car no more? I hope I don't get fired. And I hope the news recorded this as my proof, because nobody will believe me if I tell them. But I know you'll believe me.
I believe you. Hi, that was excellent. That was excellent because you sound like
Thank
I mean,
you.
your tone that you believe it. You believe it. A lot of times you telling a tall tale. If you believe it and you have the specifics, you use the elements, and but you were very specific. My wife and kids. I was going to work. I went to the store to get this. That was really excellent, Kai. That was excellent. I'm real proud. Yes, that was excellent for you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay, hand down my clothes. Coming to the stage, my friend, it is Michael. Michael,
Hello,
Michael, Michael, welcome back. Um, what are you going to do for us?
I am going to do the epic commute.
Right, stand by and action.
I'm retired CIA field operative and assassin, commonly and once known as Hannibal the Assassin. I'm on my way to my new career as a chief chef at Aliato's in San Francisco at the Walnut Creek BART station. And as I get on the BART train, I am shocked to see there are a dozen clowns in there. Some pull out machetes. Some have pistols and revolvers. Some have spears. I reach into my backpack, take out my nunchucks, and I become the John Wick of the BART station. And I'm tripping and knocking people over and knocking them unconscious. And there's mayhem and madness going everywhere. And within a few minutes, I am the last man standing.
I'm telling you, I would see how these specifics make such a difference. It makes it that much more believable, and we can visualize. I mean, you added elements we can visualize. Now you got your nunchucks, and you had the BART station. You have said little things like that that you did. Thank you for the entertainment. I enjoyed the ride. Thank you. I visualized that. Very good, very good. Thank you. Hand down my clothes, Antoine, and then Stephen Tracy. I found you, Tracy. Antoine. It's Antoine,
Yes, ma'am.
right? It
Yes,
sure
ma'am,
is.
Antoine.
Which one are you going to do?
I want to do the historical tale.
Okay, make it interesting. You have creative
Um,
license, okay?
yes,
Have
ma'am.
fun and action.
Yeah, y'all probably ain't gonna believe this, but I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, right? So my grandfather, he was a thief, and he changed the world by what he stole. He stole a bike from a guy that didn't know how to fight back in the day. Well, this guy ended up being Cassius Clay. Um, Cassius Clay went on to be a boxer because he got his bike stolen, and ended up being not only a boxer at Louisville, Kentucky, but ended up being an international icon. So thanks to my grandfather stealing that bike, y'all. Appreciate that.
Whoa, your imagination. You all have such fantastic. Whoa, you understood the assignment. You understood that assignment. You had enough elements in there that we were believing you too. I mean, it could be true. I don't know. You got Louisville. You went from Cassius Clay to Muhammad. Good. I am so enjoying this class. We need to do this every week. Shoot, thank you. All right, hand down my clothes. You guys are having ball. Tracy, then Uncle Bob, Vanessa. Hi, Tracy.
Hi,
Hey, what are you doing today, Tracy?
I'm going to do the grocery store story.
Okay, stand by. Have fun and action.
I went by Walmart today to get some avocados because I wanted guacamole in the worst way. I got to the store and all the avocados were in one bin, but there was a man standing in the middle of the bin in the middle of the avocados. And if you told him how many you want, he would throw them at you, not to you. I finally got the avocados I needed, and then I had to go get some peppers. Well, what do you think I found in the pepper bin? Another person throwing peppers at people. I got what I needed and I left the store, but everything goes bruised.
Oh my goodness. And it's enough specific, especially at the beginning, because I go to the store every other day for avocados. So I'm right there with you. And I'm trying to think, what did they have there? And it's like, what at the bin? I'm like, okay, sometimes they do bins at the middle of the street. In the store, it's like, okay, what are they throwing at you? Because there are too many people around. He said, I have to throw it, but he threw it at me. Cute, cute, cute.
Thank you.
Desiree, when it's your turn, you can tell me what you're going to do. But thank you. Where's everybody? Okay. Hand down my clothes, and I said, it did Tracy, and I said I was doing, and I got to find you where I found you. I said Uncle Bob, so I got to find Uncle Bob again. Hi, Bob. Uncle Bob, Uncle Bob. And Vanessa, Uncle Bob.
Hello there. Greetings.
Hi, greetings, greetings. Which one are you going to do, Uncle Bob?
Well, this old man would like to do a historical tale, if I may.
Yes, that would be wonderful. I can't wait to hear it. Stand by and action.
The end of the First World War. Standing around the table, one of the people was my grandfather. He was the general. I'm sorry, I've got a budgie that's talking. He was the general of the Hungarian army that signed the Treaty of Versailles to end the First World War. He was exiled from Hungary because he was the guy that signed the one that said we quit or we surrender. And he was allowed to come to Canada. And when he came to Canada, from the area where he lived in Hungary, they grew tobacco. He started the tobacco industry in southern Ontario. End of scene.
He started thinking. Now he gave us enough words like, okay, is this true? I don't know. That was pretty detailed.
It's true. I have a picture.
Wow. Okay.
I have a picture of my grandfather signing the Treaty of Versailles in France when Austro-Hungarians were defeated in the First World War.
Well, send me a picture because I want to see. That sounds fascinating, Bob. Send me the picture. I'd love to see it. So I'd love it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, hand down my clothes. Coming to the stage is Stephen C. and Vanessa, and then Marilyn. Hi, Stephen. You guys keep it to the 40 seconds, please. Hi, Stephen. Stephen C.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
we
you hear
can
me?
hear you. Uh-huh. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm going to do the historical tale.
Stand
Once
by.
upon a time, oh,
Stand by.
once upon a time, my grandfather, Jonathan, when he was around 12 years old, had a brilliant idea. I'm going to put 15 pieces of gum in my mouth, and I'm going to make the biggest bubble possible. I'm sorry, there's a train close by where I live, but
We can hear you.
Ooh,
I'll let you start over again. Stand by.
okay,
Stand by. And Uncle Bob, put your hand down. Stephen, can we do you now?
Once upon, yes, I think the train is slowly passing by.
Stand by.
Once upon a time, all right. Once upon a time, once upon a time, my grandfather, Jonathan, had 15 pieces of gum in his mouth. He had the brilliant idea that he was going to blow a bubble so big that it would be like one of the comic strips. He blew this bubble, and when it popped, he got startled. He got scared. It got stuck in his eyebrows. He was able to get all of the rest of it off of his face, but not his eyebrows. Then another idea came to mind. His father had a razor in his bathroom. That's when he went into the bathroom and he chose to shave off his eyebrows. He tried every other thing to try to get it out, but he couldn't. His best idea was to lose them. And when he looked at himself in the mirror, he froze with fear. End scene.
I like the big bubble. That was.
I'm so sorry about the train.
Not at all. You took the new opportunities that we gave you. That was fine. That was just fine. Things like that happen. So thank you. Thank you for your tall tale. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Vanessa, where's my Vanessa? Vanessa, please come. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello, Miss Lauren.
How are you this wonderful Wednesday?
I'm a little hot, but I'm loving it.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, which one were you going to do today?
The epic commute.
Stand by and action.
This morning, I got on the 642 commuter rail, already exhausted, carrying an iced coffee, and trying not to make eye contact with anyone. Then, the conductor comes over to the speaker and says, "Minor delay, everybody. There's a goose on the tracks." Not multiple geese, okay, one goose. But apparently, this goose had decided it owned the public transportation. We're sitting there for 20 minutes watching three MBTA workers trying to scare it away with traffic cones while the goose keeps charging at them like a tiny, feathery supervillain. Meanwhile, a bride and her entire wedding party suddenly show up on the platform taking engagement photos because the station had vintage energy. Then, somehow, somebody's emotional support peacock escaped onto the train. At that point, the conductor just sighed and said, "Honestly, we've lost control of the situation." And that's how I got to work 45 minutes late, covered in glitter and emotionally defeated by birds. End scene.
Oh my God, covered in glitter and everything. That was lots of good details. I love it. Love it. I love it. See all that great sense of humor? I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hand down my clothes. Guess who's here? It's Marilyn, then Kaylin, then Helen. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi there. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, which one are you doing?
I'm going to try the grocery store.
You will do the grocery store.
I
I'm
will
gonna
do
do
the
the
grocery
spot.
store.
There you go. Yoda says, stand by and action.
Well, you know what? I have a little bit of a cold. And you know how when you get those little hairs that tickle, but you just can't sneeze? I looked at the light, everything. So I had to go to the grocery store. And as I get to the cashier, of course, guess what? The hair starts tickling. And I was looking at her hair thinking, gosh, she's got such beautiful long locks. And guess what? It was a wig. You know how I know? Because guess what? That sneeze came on, and it came on fast and furious. And that wig blew right off her head. And guess where it landed? On the bald cashier, sitting right behind her. I couldn't believe it. I'm telling you, you can't make this kind of stuff up.
You can't
End of
make it
scene.
up. Oh my goodness. God, what imagination. I love it. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Okay, can't make this stuff up. Kaylin, then Helen Maurice. Hi, Kaylin. Hi. Which one are you doing, Kaylin?
Hi, how are you doing? I'm gonna do the grocery store.
Okay. Have fun. Stand by and action.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm coming off from class. It's hot as hell, and I just need to grab a couple groceries, a couple things right beside the station on my way home. I walk into the grocery store and I'm looking for flour. I'm going back between the aisles. Finally, I find it. Thank the Lord. I pick up the flour. It starts spilling all over my pants, my slippers. It's going everywhere. I'm like, of course, the flour is spilling everywhere on this hot, hot day. Whew. So I finally look around the flour. There's a big, long tapeworm coming out of the bottom of the flour. Just my luck. Oh, nothing worse than that. All right, that's my
When
story.
that happens, when that happens, I was visualizing all that. You eased us into it because like, okay, I just wanted something. Okay, I'm up. It's just upper class. I'm coming home. So I love it. I love it. You made it believable. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Guess who's here? It's Helen, then Maurice, then Angelina Rose. Hi, Helen. Helen. Helen, are you talking to us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Everybody else, mic closed, please. Okay, cool. There's some other noise, and I'm not sure what it is. Is that you with background noise, Helen?
Let me turn off the TV.
That might help.
Is this better?
Much better. Which one are you doing, Helen?
I'm going to do the grocery store story.
Perfect. Stand by and action.
I can't believe it. While at the local grocery store, at the checkout line, as my daughter and I spoke about why I was so upset, distraught, because they took all my children away yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to do without all my children. I couldn't believe that all the people around were looking and upset and interested. So when we went to the checker, she said, "I'm so sorry. My daughter and I looked at each other and said, "We're talking about the soap opera All My Children." True story.
And it's a true story on top of that. See what you can do with true stories sometimes? That is so wild. Okay. I love it. You got me laughing. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Maurice and Angelina Rose and Joe. Hi, Maurice. Where's my Maurice? Maurice, where are you?
Hello, how are
Maurice.
you?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'll be better after you tell me how I did.
I there's no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. How about that?
Okay,
You're going for a reaction from out this, and yeah, and you have fun. Which one are you going to
okay.
do?
I'm gonna do the epic commute.
Okay, Delphi, have fun. Stand by and action.
Yeah, so I'm on my way to work early this morning. I didn't realize that there was a big traffic jam. California, people drive crazy. So I take it upon myself to cut somebody off. The person comes up next to me and they're yelling at me through their glass, and I can't understand what they're saying, so I flip them the bird. Get to work finally, trying to piece together all my presentation because we have a new customer coming up. Get to the conference room, and guess who the person is? The person I flipped off in scene.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. Who is it? You better give us, tell us. I'm not going to let you go. We'll be here all night. Who is it?
It was the
Well,
person I flipped off in traffic.
okay,
It,
okay,
it was a
okay, okay.
prospective customer.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's what you were saying that. You told the story to me. You were going along. Like, okay, I just love how you ended. I just love how you ended. Okay, thank you. You did well. Yes, you did. Thank you. You had us involved. We are invested along the way. Angelina Rose and Leslie and Ashley. Hi, Angelina Rose. Open your mic.
Thank you. I was worried about that. I couldn't find it.
You got it. You got it, my
Do you
dear.
hear me?
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to do the grocery store one.
Perfect. Stand by and action.
On my way home from work, I stopped at the grocery store to pick up dinner. As I walked up to the produce aisle, I saw this lady literally whole body in the apples. As I looked away, I heard this child yelled, "Ew, lady, get out of those. The onions are over there." We all started laughing. I felt so bad for that lady, but it was so funny. That child was so adorable. I couldn't help but laugh. End scene.
I love that you brought somebody else into it, like that, like the children, because they will say the craziest things. So that's a nice little foil when you bring a child in there. That's a good tip. So thank you. I like that. Good idea. Good idea.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Hand down my clothes. Guess who's here? It's none other than Leslie, then Ashley, then Desiree and Joe. Leslie, what you doing? Angelina,
Grocery,
close your mic. Angelina Rose, close your mic. Leslie, which one are you doing?
the grocery store.
Okay. Stand by and action.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little story that happened to me many years ago. I was new in Texas and I stopped by a store called Tom Thumb Page, which I thought was rather funny for a store. As I went in, my flip flop got caught in the door and down I went, and my sundress went up and over my head. And not only that, but I broke my left ring finger, and my wedding ring had to be cut off my hand at the ER, and they couldn't control the pain. So I just packed up and went home. Scene.
That's so crazy. Is it true?
It's a true story.
See, sometimes it's like it's so crazy. It's got to be true.
Yeah.
Wow. And if it weren't, I loved how you had like even the name of the grocery store. Not everybody, it's not necessary, but I just wrote down like, aha, she had the name of the grocery store. I like that, but and that was true. Wow. Ouch. Okay. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. Wrapping it up with Ashley, Desiree, and Mackie. Anybody else going to do it? Better hurry up because we're about up a time. And that's how I judge how many people left. If your hands are up, if you do it the last minute, you might not get a chance because I wasn't budgeting for that. Desiree, do your thing. Then Joe, then Steve. Desiree, open your mic, please. Desiree, there you
Hi.
are. Hi,
Hi.
which one is it, Desiree?
Historical tale.
Perfect.
I
Stand
was
by,
walking
stand by, stand by, and action.
I was walking by. I was so tired that night. I just got off from work from a full-time job. And guess what do I come home to? Wow. It was a party. Man, those kids were partying. They were only 16, 14, 15 years old, but oh my God, could they party? Wow, the drinks were flying, the popcorn, the crackers, the cheese, everything. Cheese whiz. And oh my God, what do I come home to? That. What was I gonna say to my parents that I lived at home at the time? And oh my God, my little sister, I love her to death. She was the one who started the word awesome. And wow, it was an awesome night for her. Yeah, right. Because in the morning I threatened them, I told them, who, what are you going to do? Are you prepared to go to jail? And oh my God, they cleaned up fast. Let me tell you, it was an awesome night.
Okay, she invented the word awesome. That's kind of creative. All right.
It's a
I
true
like the way
story.
your brain thinks.
It was a true story.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I believe you. Thank you. Hand down my clothes, coming to the stage. Oh my goodness, you guys, last minute. Keep it to 40 seconds, all right? Some people have been going long. Keep it to 40. Um, Joe, Steve, and Ashley. Guys, you can't raise your hand at the last minute because I'm not budgeting for the class like that. See what I'm saying? I need everybody to put the hand up who wants to participate so I will know who's going to go. All right, Joe, go. Joe. Okay. Steve. Steve S. Open your mic.
Here I am.
There you are. Which one are you going to do? Keep it to 40, please.
I'm
Which
going
one
to
are you
do the
going to do?
commute.
Perfect. I know it's going to be great. Thank you. Stand by and action.
Yesterday, I left for work like every other day. The sun was shining and there was not a cloud in sight. I'd been cruising along on the freeway for a while, and out of nowhere, the Jamaican bobsled team passed me at a high rate of speed. I couldn't believe it. Next thing I know, I'm stuck behind these guys at a toll booth, and it's been taking forever just to get through this thing. They were fighting among themselves. Evidently, nobody had any change. Needless to say, I was late for work. And scene.
I love the Jamaican Bob theme. I really do. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. In the meantime, you guys get on chat and decide who's going to meet with who for the scenes tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna do the last few people here. We'll do that. But anybody wants to get on the chat, get on the chat. Figure out your scenes for tomorrow, and you're good. Thank you, Steve. Hand down my clothes. Ashley. Guys getting on the chat? Not the Q&A, chat. Ashley, open your mic, please. Anybody want to chat for a scene partner? Get on the chat. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Which one are you going to do?
Grocery store.
Okie dokie. Stand by and action.
3 years ago, I happened to go to Food Lion to get some groceries, and I was there by myself, minding my own business. I happened to come across somebody that was very familiar, and we got to talking. It was very surprising and shocking because even though I didn't know this guy very well. I knew that he is a get in and get out kind of guy. And the fact that he stood there and talked with me so easily for 40 minutes to an hour was very magical. We ended up swapping some stories and talking about up-to-date stuff. And I couldn't remember who he was or what his name was. So I put him in my phone as classmate, to which he is still in my phone referred to as classmate, because I know exactly who it is now.
Okay, all right, I got you. Thank you, thank you. Hand down my clothes. Watch your audio. You guys, in the meantime, everybody get on the chat if you want to find a scene partner. If you guys want to rehearse on your own for tomorrow's class, get on the chat while we're wrapping up here. Ashley, hand down my clothes. Okay, last few. We have Rhonda and Mackie. Rhonda, come talk to us.
Okay, I have a yes. I have a story called The Weaver of Dreams. I'm going to do expert talent. So I took a lot of my art sketches and I made a
Stand by.
storyboard.
Stand by. Wait for your action because I don't know when you're doing the lead up and when you're starting. Okay, so
All right, sorry.
action. No problem.
Okay, I'm going to do
stand
expert.
by. Stand by. You said you're going to do expert talent, so I got that. Okay. Stand by
Okay.
and action.
So I took a lot of my art sketches and I made a storyboard of it, and it's called The Weaver of Dreams. It's about a character, Elena, and she has all her fabric ready for her shows, and she lived in a great world of sketches and swatches, and she was presenting an abstract symphony that was going to gamble all of her legacy, and she was going to shatter it, but every thread of her was going to count, and her beautiful high stakes of her compositions and her clothes that she designed. So she was in the center of the shadows of her dressing room, and she had her centerpieces of her exciting gowns, and they all were beautiful, and they all flowed with gold leaf, and she was a beautiful designer, and her show began in a magnificent ballroom. So
It sounds like a fascinating character. Well, thank you, thank you. You took us on a fantasy. Thank you. Hand down my clothes. And last but not least, where's my Mackie? Mackie. Where'd Mackie go? I'm opening your mic. Come on. Mackie. I opened your mic. There you are. Still going? Stand by. Which one are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to do the epic commute.
Perfect. You guys get on the chat in the meantime, exchange whatever you're going to exchange between you guys. If you want to set that up for tomorrow, get on the chat. I'm not part of the chat. The epic commute. Mackie, stand by and action.
I nervously went to my dentist appointment today. I had to go get a tooth filled and got on the Barry bus. I was riding the Barry bus and I was kind of nervous and I finally relaxed. I looked out the window. All of a sudden, the pavement turned to dust. Then out of the bus came these giant phoenix wings burning fire, and the bus took off and flew up to the sky above the gridlock. First, the bus went to Mercury, and Mercury, guess who was there? Freddie Mercury from Queen. And all the and celebrating, playing instruments and singing with Freddie Mercury. Another one bites the dust.
And there you go. And see, that was at least 40 seconds, but okay, that was very creative. Thank you. Okay, hand down my clothes. Hand down my clothes. Listen, everybody. I'll get my clothes. Okay. I can't help you with the chat. If you want scene part and you get on there, you talk about what scene that you're doing. See people do in the chat. I'll stay on for 5 minutes late. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever's on here, I think they can see you. I think they can see you. Respond to whoever. Joe's there. Hello, everyone. Hello, scene partner. Somebody respond if you're going to get a scene partner. Listen, if not, I have scenes that we will do tomorrow too. I am told some people do this from time to time. They will get on the chats, and this is how you guys have your scene partners. All right. This is not the only way. So if you do not get a scene partner off the chat, you'll be cool. I promise. I will promise you. Remember that you guys are on camera, but I will have extra scenes for you. I promise. So I will give you scene partners. Some people want to do them separately so they can rehearse separately. That's fine. Get on the chat and see if you can find somebody. I'll stay on 5 minutes longer. If not, you will get scene partners tomorrow. Okay? So don't feel you're left out. The chat's still open. Get on the chat. If not, you'll be good. I promise. I promise you will. Okay? Anybody have a question? Oh, raise your hand. I'll stay 5 minutes late. Oh, people on the Q&A in the chat everywhere. Let me see if I can do this Q&A so people are. I can't. Listen, raise your hand. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'm gonna answer it like that. How about that? Mackie, what's your question?
Okay, I'll be working tomorrow at FedEx, so I don't think I'll be able to join
Okay.
the class.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you next week then. Thank you. Thank you.
Was that my
what did you say?
I was wondering how I did on my improv.
Oh, I thought you were fine. I loved it. I loved it. And there's no wrong to it whatsoever. It's really an exercise. So don't, it's not like I'm gonna say you're good, you're bad. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I remark about one little thing that each person says. So there's no wrong or right. No thumbs up, thumbs down, or anything. Thank you. Anybody else have a question? Rhonda, did you have a question? I can't get on the Q. Yeah, we're on the Q&A. If you have a question, open your mic and give me your question. Carrie, what's your question?
My question is that I just wasn't sure what to do to prep in order for tomorrow. And is it going to be the same time, same link as today?
Same time. I always come on early. So if you have any questions, you can also come on early. You're going to have your face will be shown tomorrow. It's a meeting style in that webinar. I will be on at 6:45 Eastern time. The class officially starts at 7. But come on, don't worry about prepping. If you don't have a scene partner, I will give you one. It works out. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. But thank you for asking that question. That's a good question that you asked. So thank you. Rhonda, did you have a question?
No, I can't make it tomorrow, but will you have another class in the road up ahead?
Okay. I don't teach any classes next week because I'm on vacation. But you guys have a wonderful Memorial Day. Anybody else have any questions? No? Okay. Groovy gravy. I will see you. Like I said, I come on early. If you have any questions, I come on early. I will see you at 6:45. Where are people on the Q&A?
Lauren, thank you for a wonderful class.
Did you have fun? Thank you all for a wonderful class. I loved your tall
Thank you
tales.
too, Lauren.
I loved.
Good timing.
Thanks, Lauren.
Good timing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate
I
it.
felt,
Lauren,
I
you're
felt like
awesome.
I needed to buy some
Thank you.
tickets.
Thank you. You guys are great entertainers. You really, really are. It's a great exercise for you too. So I love that. We'll have to do some more tall tales. All right. I will see you tomorrow. I'll come on early when I get to see your face.
Oh, can't wait.
I won't be here. I'm shooting tomorrow. Darren.
Well, okay, busy people. Have a good holiday if I don't see you. How about that?
You too, Lauren.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Thank you.